In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create your face on just about any style or on just about any pose using artificial intelligence, and you could create an unlimited number of selfies or photos with your face that you trained for free once you've done this. The first thing you need to do is train the model, and it only costs a few dollars to easily train the model so it knows what you look like. There are several ways to do this, but I've found the easiest way is to head on over to Astria at strmr.com. Here are some examples of some of the things I have created using my son's face. No, he doesn't have a mohawk, but I was just messing around, or in the game Fortnite, or as a Jedi, or all of these different poses. You could see it does a good job. It's not perfect, and I'm going to show you how you could take the exact photo that you want to look like. We'll show you that towards the end of the video as well. Once you're on the website, upload 10 to 20 pictures. You can have up to 30 photos, I believe, of your subject. It could be a person, or it could also be an object. They do recommend that they're cropped 1:1, so that means it's an exact square. And I would highly recommend using their recommendations. So you want 3 photos of the full body or the entire object, 5 medium shot photos, that would be from the chest up, and 10 close-up shots. Variation is the key. For instance, if you always show your subject with a tie on, then most likely a lot of the outputs will have your subject in a tie. Also, it suggests taking one of your photos with the person's eyes closed so it knows what your subject looks like. Have the subject looking in different directions, different expressions and emotions. Make sure the background is changed all the time. If you're always taking photos in the office, for instance, then it most likely much of your photos will have an office environment. So you really want to change it up. Go through your camera roll on your phone and upload as many different types of photos so it gets a good representation. Now for the close-up photos, here are some that I did of my son. You'll see they are in one place, but I try to do different angles and really get a lot of detail for this model so it knows exactly what he looks like. And let's take a look at how it does. I just did this one. I wanted a medium full headshot of SKS man. That is what triggers it so it knows to look for this particular model as Superman, wearing Superman clothes, full face detail, cinematic lighting, hyper realistic facial features, and ultra detailed. I also gave some negative prompts. I didn't want it to have bad feet or hands or whatever. And so after a little bit of time, there we have it. It did a pretty good job. I did these ones as high resolution. I'm going to show you in a little bit how you could use any photo and put your own face on it. But for now, this is where you want to start. You want to make the model. Now, the pricing, $1.50 to make the model, and then 10 cents per prompt. So what I just did there, making him into Superman, would be about 10 cents. Now, the way I'm going to show you in just a moment, it will be for free from here on out. So when you're ready to go, just upload your photos. It takes a little while to process it, and then you're good to go. All right, after you've created the model, if you want to do the second part, and this does a great job by itself, but if you want to have even more control, go over here where it says CKPT. Click on that. What it's going to do, it's going to download the model. Now, the model's about 4.5 gigs, and so it's sort of large, but it will help you to be able to do this as many times as you want without having to pay ever again. Okay, the model has been downloaded. There it is. It is 4.27 gigs, and we're going to use this in another program, and it's called Diffusion B. This is a Mac-only program, and it is free, and you could create all of these different things just like you would on those image-generating websites, but it doesn't even require the internet because it will have the complete model there for you to do that. So go ahead and just download it, and I'm using Apple Silicon, and so you could use it just like you would normally on Midjourney or Dolly or whatever. You could put your prompts in here and generate it. You do have a lot of options where it'll help you out, like at different types of artists or emotions or color, camera. And so this is a powerful part, but honestly, I don't really use this. One of the things that I like to use is this right here. Remember we did the Superman there on the website, and it did a good job of generating him as Superman. But if I wanted a particular pose and I wanted him to look more like another pose, let's take one of these. Now I created this one using Midjourney as well, and this is a photo that we could use to generate from here. So once again, I have the same exact prompts that we used over there and the same negative prompts as well. Here, I put my input strength, so you have all of these options. Put my input strength as 30. I found that works the best. The guidance skill as 15 and steps as 70. This works really well. And you could make as many of these different images as you want. I found if I do 15, just let it run and leave it for a while, then it works out well. Now you want to give it a model. Now I've already have these models here, but let me show you. If you want to add the model that you just downloaded, you could go to settings, and right here in settings, you could add a new model. Just click on that and tell it where it is on your computer, and that's it. So let's go back here to image. So I put all of these things in. This is the image that I want it to use in order to create new images. And remember, I am once again using Aaron as the model. So you click on it and it will start the diffusion. The first one takes, for my laptop, around 45 seconds. And then the other ones thereafter takes around 30 seconds a piece to create. And so let's speed this up and see how it does. And this is the first one. It didn't do a perfect job. The lighting is sort of interesting here, but it took that input and did a good job. You see it has the rim lighting here. You have the backlight back here. This side of the face is more lit. You have the Rembrandt lighting right here on his cheek and there. And it even gave him a little more chiseled features and gave him blue eyes. So it's definitely taking this image and creating other images based on him. And so you could just let this run. It's going to create these. Remember, this doesn't cost you any money. This is all free. You could do this as many times as you want. This is not connected to the internet. So this is all right here on your computer now. And this one, I think, all of them are really good, but this one is excellent. Look at that lighting here. And so you could use this for all sorts of things. And we've created many different things in the past. You could do this with any photo. The closer you are on the face, the better it does, but it has gotten better and better doing ones that aren't a close-up. So let's take this one, a cowboy. Let's go ahead and click generate. By the way, if you like a particular image, you can then upscale it as well. And so that is nice. Over here in settings, we could then, let's say that we like this one the best. We could, of course, save it, but we could also upscale it. And so it will upscale it using AI. And so that's a much higher resolution photo of that one as well. So you could use this for vacation Bible school, for youth conferences, for posters, for fun events or activities that you have. And it really does a great job of basically doing any style. In the next video, I'll show you how you could get exactly the photo you want. So let's say you have a particular pose that you want to do. Well, I'll show you how to do that as well. If you enjoyed the video, or if you want to learn more about using AI in your ministry or your business, I would encourage you to subscribe on social media and let me know in the comments if you have any ideas or if you've tried this out. I'd love to see what you come up with.